And you can close your eyes, and you can go internal, or you can keep them open. The important thing is that you're really involving your body, that you're really putting your intent into this, to simply explore, what is my heroic quest? What is my hero's journey? So for right now, this is just my little guide for myself. You don't have to pay attention to that. If you want to, that's cool. If not, that's also cool. Make sure you got enough space. And let's simply step into the right here and right now. That's where a journey always starts out. You're somewhere in your life at a certain point, things are happening a certain way, and then something magical happens. So for right now, we're simply going to anchor ourselves in the here and now. This is my present state, very NLP. And just notice what's going on in your life. So some of you just showed your bagwas and your treasure maps, you're sharing goals with us, you're sharing things that are going on in your life that you're currently attracting. So this is just a quick analysis of, oh, this is what's happening right now. This is my present state. And let's use this weekend, this transformational journey that you are here to experience this weekend, as our map for today. So I'm going to ask you to now take a step onto your circle, just a little step, because what that step is now representing is the call to adventure. There is some calling, something is calling you right now. It might be an internal call, it might be an external call. Someone might have given you a job promotion, someone might have offered you a new job. Someone is giving you some kind of an inspiration, like, oh, you should write a book, or have you ever thought about making a movie, and hey, where's that CD of yours? What are you being called to do? And just notice what comes up as you are exploring that thought. What am I being called? And is it an internal calling, or is it something that's coming from the outside world, that is compelling me, that's attracting me? And you just trust whatever comes to your conscious mind, whatever information you're getting is perfect for you. And when we're taking this next step, what we're now symbolizing is the idea of making it beyond the gatekeeper. Because that's what's so very typical in our stories, that there is some kind of a gate, some kind of a portal that we need to step through to leave the old behind, to leave our normal world behind. And we're stepping into a whole new world, which is also symbolic of going into the unknown, into the subconscious. So let's take that step, guys, with intent. Step through that gate. Feel that portal that you've now stepped through, that's now behind you, and there's a whole new path opening up in front of you. And sometimes that gate might have some gatekeepers, and those might come in the form of a spouse, or a sibling, or a parent, or a friend who tells us, we can't do it, and you don't have the education, or you're too old, or whatever it is. And we can just honor those people. We can honor those forces, those elements, and just say, you know what, I appreciate your concern, thank you very much, and I'm going to go on my quest anyway. That's all we need to do with those gatekeepers. We don't have to fight them, we don't have to convince them, we just acknowledge them and say, thank you, got it, and I'm here. So take another step that now leads you into the actual maze, the labyrinth, the cave, the temple. This is the place of transformation. This is the metaphor of that deep core part of ourselves, where transformation happens, that lake. Imagine a lake in a cave. And what are you going to find there? What are the treasures that are waiting for you? And what kind of treasures are you actually looking for in that labyrinth, that maze? What are you there to find? What part of yourself are you recovering, are you reclaiming right now? Just notice what comes up. And as you are in that space, there are trials, there are tests, there are apprenticeship pieces. You are learning things, you are gathering your resources, your tools. And what's really special about that is you are not alone. This is not a solitary journey. This is a journey that you have a lot of help. So imagine who your helpers are. Who naturally comes to your mind right now on the level of physical help, people in this reality, resources that are coming up to help you, and also the beyond physical reality guidance that you would like to enjoy. Imagine having a mentor like Merlin or Obi-Wan Kenobi. Imagine having a magic wand or a powerful sword. Whatever tool, whatever coaching style you need currently, just put that in, knowing that you're not alone in that labyrinth, in that maze. You have guidance, you have help, you have support on many levels. So as you go through that road of trials, into the maze, into the cave, and you're dealing with your stuff, what it's really about is integrating the male and the feminine aspects. So let's take another step and really step into that idea of finding that balance, finding that integrity between your male aspects and your female aspects. The right brain, the left brain working together. Both sides of your body being in full congruence, balance and alignment. You get to discover and welcome your internal goddess. It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman, you all have an internal goddess, your anima. And everybody here has an internal god. So let's welcome our internal god, our animus, and bring them into a beautiful balance. Have them marry. Bring them into a beautiful relationship that is nourishing, growing. And when you're able to do that, let's take another step around our circle, because what that really boils down to is you're dying to an old way of being and you're rebirthing into a new way of being. You get to be reborn. You're that child of that marriage of the god and the goddess. And what that really boils down to is the apotheosis. That is the boon, that is the gift, the treasure that you're discovering, that you're unearthing, that you get to bring back with you from the maze, to get to share with the world. And that ultimately is the quest, that ultimately is the purpose of the journey. Whatever it is that you discover in that cave, in that maze, is the treasure that you then get to bring with you and share with the rest of the world. So let's step into that as we're taking one more step to really acknowledge the boon that you get to take with you from that journey into the underworld. Claim that boon. It might be something that you discovered about yourself. It might be something new that you learned. It might be someone else that you helped. There are so many ways of being a hero. You can be a fireman and save someone's life. You might be a soldier and sacrifice your own life for someone else. Those are all heroes. Those are all different kinds of heroes that are expressing their heroship in different ways. So what is your expression? Are you the teacher? Are you the nourisher? Are you getting to bestow your riches upon the world? Do you get to take people places? How are you going to change the world with what you just learned? So really claim that for yourself. And as we take another step, we're now going back through the gate. So now we're coming from the underworld, from the subconscious mind, back into the conscious mind. We're stepping back into this physical reality with our boon, with the gifts that we've gotten from our discovery, with our wholeness. We're now fully acknowledging, I'm a god, I'm a goddess. I'm a powerful being. That's where the shaman resides. That's where the magician resides, the king, the queen, those very, very powerful archetypes and personas. So close the gate behind you. Thank you very much for this wonderful journey. Gatekeepers, we're all cool. Let's bring it back. And guess what? We're stepping right back into the reality where it all started out. Here we are again. All the same old, and yet it's different. Something happened, something is different in my heart, something is different in my mind, something is different in my expression, because I've gone through this whole journey. And then, guess what happens? The next journey will appear. Another calling will come. Oh, well, you've made it this far. Excellent. Well, yes, what's next? And that's the beauty. It's a never-ending journey. See it as a spiral, as it keeps going and going and going. Your whole life is a journey. Building a business is a journey. Having a child is a journey. Getting married and starting to share your life with someone is a journey. Writing a book is a journey. So you're going from journey to journey to journey, and then you have journeys intertwining. While you're in this part, in this journey, you're starting a new journey. Do you see the complexity of all of this? and how it all comes together into a beautiful flow and in a new way of thinking about yourself and how you interact with all these pieces of the heroic journey, because now you truly are the master of two worlds. And you can travel back and forth as many times as you want, and it's just wonderful. So let's breathe that in. And really claim that for yourself. If you haven't done it already, acknowledge that you are a hero. And if you weren't there this morning when I said it, you are a hero because you were born. Simply through the act of being here on this earth, you are a hero already. And you're deserving and worthy and wonderful and brilliant and awesome and all those other wonderful adjectives you want to add to it, simply because you're here. So really make sure that you claim it and that you make it yours. Everybody got that? I want to see that in your stance. Come on, show me that stance of like, yeah, and might not everybody be like this. Warrior. Yes. Yes. Woohoo! All right. So, yeah, thank you. Let's do it for yourself. I like it. I like it. I like it. This whole walking around. That makes, wow. What did you get out of this? Just let me hear a couple of comments, please.
Go Quantum, dude!